All right, here we are at the 2013 Breeders' Cup at Santa Anita. I'm Mark Midland from Horse Racing Nation.
And Mike Shuddy, co-author of the Super Screener.
And we're really excited to break down these races right now. We're going to talk about Friday's Juvenile Turf.
Love this race, Mark. It's going to be a key to the pick four. There's no question about it. A lot of folks are just handing it off to Bobby's Kitten, the American horse. But I think the Euros have something to say about this race for sure. And they've been very successful in this race in years past.
It's a tough race, and this is one where, could you single Bobby's Kitten or do you spread and go deeper? And you were saying something really interesting about Outstrip. Why don't you tell the folks about Outstrip?
Yeah, Outstrip is coming here to America, going to find this ground much more to his liking. If you go back and look at some of his replays of his most current prep races, he was on very soft-going, undulating turf courses, and if you watch him, he was just all over the track, very uncomfortable, but yet still finished very well against some of Euro's best at this point in the year. So I think coming here, getting some great preps over this turf course, I think this horse is going to be something to be reckoned with here in this race.
Well, he's definitely accomplished at the Group 1 level in Europe, and if we've got some reasons why he can improve, could be ultra dangerous.
And I think with Bobby's Kitten in the race this year, very formidable American U.S. entrant, I think Outstrip could go off at maybe 5-6 to 1 here.
Definitely. Yeah, Bobby's Kitten's got a pretty big bandwagon. He's got big figures. He's going to could be on the lead on a slow-paced race. A lot of things his own way. Could be very tough to beat here. A lot of people will be singling him on the Friday card. I think the question is, can these other deeper ones, do you play him underneath, or can somebody surprise him? What about Poker Player? Here's a horse that's running the poly in its last.
Yeah, Poker Player is one of those horses where I think he does all of his best running from the back of the field. Even if he's a little closer here come this race, I just don't know. He might be just too far back on this rock-hard turf course this year.
In talking Euros, we also got to talk about Giovanni Boldini.
That's right. We've got O'Brien with 2 in here. That seems to be his more formidable of the pair. Certainly to be respected. I think what's also going to help Outstrip is that there's probably a little bit more known about Giovanni Boldini, and probably will take second choice in this race, giving Outstrip even more value.
Definitely. So I think those are 2 Europeans that definitely are win candidates, depending on how the race shapes up, and hopefully they don't give everything to Bobby's Kitten. What about the California horses? Who's the main contender there?
California horses have not done traditionally well in the Breeders' Cup when it comes to these juvenile turf races. So I think, though, if you looked at who's run here, I'd say probably, actually, I'm going to go with a little bit of a long shot here. I think Got Shades with Stevens up at a bomb of a price here has a shot to bump up for third. Came up a little flat in that last race, but I think this horse is much better than that prep indicated.
So that's the old Louisiana to California to Breeders' Cup angle?
I think that's
How's that one working out?
Not so well, but this one could maybe break through that trend.
It's definitely a great race, and on top, you see this maybe about 4 deep with the 2 Euros, Bobby's Kitten, and who else?
Yeah, I think you could probably go Outstrip, Bobby's Kitten, Giovanni Boldini with those 3, and if you wanted to single, I'd say take a little bit of a step out here and go with Outstrip.
And do you think this is a race to kind of spread underneath? There's a lot of credentials to those top 4. Is it worth spreading with a Bonaccord or Got Shades or Shamshan or Ontology or some of these other ones?
I think typically in these races, we've seen where you can get pretty narrow in the 1 and the 2 hole, let's say in the Superfecta, but it's literally chaos underneath that, so it is a race where you're going to need to have some conviction and then spread.
Well, the Juvenile Turf figures to be a key race, an awesome race on Friday. The Super Screener breaks everything down for you, so go to superscreener.com, be sure to take a look. And any other thoughts?
No, I'm just going to say that if you're going to be playing the pick 4, this is the race where you really want to key in on.
Definitely. Good luck, and we'll see you at the races.
Go fast and win.